That's a hot fire.
Make the thumbnail real quick. That's gonna be the outro. That's gonna be the outro. Is this serving? Oh, they look great. Okay, so welcome back. This is my roommate Shannon.
What's up, guys?
Finally on the podcast. You will be seeing much more of her because we will probably be living together for the next like 5 years, like
4 or 5 years.
Yeah. But yeah, this is Shannon. Introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I moved in with Anna at about last week of January.
Yeah.
Right? We both have crazy ass parents, and we connect over the very conjoined twins.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Oh, anywho. Yeah, I'm 19. We both graduated high school together.
Yes.
And
that sucks.
Yeah, and we didn't really start hanging out until now, January.
But yeah, now we're like,
hey,
now we're like this. We're literally synced up.
period wise, we're still working on it.
We're still working on that, but like, I feel like eventually it'll happen. This is our vape that we've been hitting for
a solid month. Because if we don't have money for things that we need, we're not getting this. Right. So we've been holding on.
Struggling. We are literally
grasping on. I'm
bro,
so fried.
It's paycheck to, we are living paycheck to paycheck right now. We don't have money for anything. The fact that we are literally like having to fucking like sell our organs to afford groceries.
You like, an arm and a leg for a loaf of bread and milk.
Right. Like,
a loaf of milk, a container of bread, and a Joe Dirt DVD.
The microphone just screamed at me because
Oh my
I think I
God.
put it too close to the machine.
it's the energy in the room. They just
Deadass. It's like, ugh.
Why are two small drinks $8.50?
Basically $9 if you round it up.
Like $9. For what?
It was literally just that Starbucks Frappuccino, like Starbucks Frappuccino,
Oh
like
my God.
glass, bless you,
Thank you.
glass thing of a small one and a fucking 12-ounce Red Bull.
We're so fucking fried, dude. Yeah, shout out Mr.
Shout out.
Unfinished Basement. Just wanted to say, yeah, free
Palestine,
Palestine,
yeah.
free Palestine,
Free
fuck
Palestine,
ICE, fuck Trump,
and
fuck you.
fuck you. Let's get that part straight first. Also, if you're alter emo and you support Republicans and
no.
Trump, you're
No,
not
no.
real.
Yeah, no, you're not real.
My
Wrap it
culture
up,
is
wrap
not
it
your
up.
costume.
Right, because what? No. This is not a safe space for any of,
Y'all.
those.
So, like, if you want to, like, go ahead and exit now.
You can leave.
You can
No.
leave.
You can leave. Okay, today's topic. Water.
come, water.
So basically, today's topic is we are going to be reading and ranking some of the craziest things our narcissistic parents have texted us.
There are gonna be old messages before she kicked me out of the house with my stepdad. So let's start off small and like mild. Let's start off mild, like nothing too like deep in the sauce and in the thick of it. We're gonna start very thin. So June 10th, Tuesday, 12:56 p.m. She said, "You need to start finding a new cell phone service ASAP because we're cutting your line off." And I obviously didn't respond because what do I say to that? We're cutting your phone off. Okay, thank you. I just didn't say anything. Later on, after discussing it with my stepdad, she immediately ate her words at 4:22 p.m. same day with saying, "Your dad said don't worry about your phone." Meaning, it was bullshit. That's the first one I have. It's like not too crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like threatening to cut my phone line for...
Yeah, no, that's so fucking... Oh my God, bro, my parents would do the same shit.
And like, I'm unsure what the argument was or something like that. I think I just wasn't coming upstairs or interacting with them because this is like, already years into like the whole shitty situation. So it was probably something stupid like me not coming home right on time at curfew or me not interacting with them or honestly just really simple shit. Yeah, I know, dude. I'm sorry for yours too.
That's okay.
Also, can we talk about the fact that both of our parents have Androids? Let's get a little bit. They both have Androids, and honestly, I upgraded myself to an iPhone. She didn't get me an iPhone.
Me too. I got my first iPhone I bought myself.
Yeah, and okay, so here's that story actually. When I was still using my mom's old phone, her Samsung, my friend that noticed that my phone was so old said, "Oh, I have a spare iPhone 8. Do you want it?" And I accepted, and I didn't tell my mom because I was scared that she was gonna like question who was like so willing to give me a spare phone because people just don't do that apparently.
Oh, I think you told me this one.
Yeah, and so I hid the fact that I had an iPhone 8 from her rather than the Samsung. I don't think it was even a Galaxy. I don't even remember. That's how old it was. Like, it still had a home button, is how old it was. Like, a physical home button. But I hid the fact from her, and then when they found out, which, like, okay, yeah, fine, maybe I should have just told them. They found out over the summer, months into me having it, and they got really mad at me for lying about not telling them that I was having a new phone. And then when I told them why, or tried to tell them why, they were like, no, you just wanted to lie to us. I don't know what you're doing for people to give you, like, phones and shit like that, but that's just weird. My birthday, I didn't really get anything crazy, which, like, I'm not complaining at all. At all. I appreciate everything they gave me. It was more so, like, oh, I would get, like, a cardigan, a new pair of Crocs, a cake, and, like, some small trinkets and, like, a stuffed animal, and I loved all of them. But then my brother's birthday came around. My older brother's birthday, I mean, arguably it was his 21st, so big milestone. But on his 21st birthday, he got a brand spanking new iPhone.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Like, there's just a big gap in it. I'm like, I'm not trying to, like, point it out to be the jealous little sister or something like that, but, like, if it's a noticeable gap, and there's, like... And don't get me wrong, I loved the fuck out of those gifts anyway. And I appreciated it deeply, but, like... An iPhone?
I don't know, that's kind of fucked.
I was a little bit, like... I still remember that, because I remember feeling some type of way about it, and I was like...
Low-key, some really similar shit, like, happened.
Like, just large gaps, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, one sister will get, like, the ultra-rare My Little Pony doll, and the other one's gonna get, like, clothes or practice.
My parents have ruined so many of my, like, birthdays and, like, milestones.
And accomplishments.
Like, just purely just because they just don't fucking like me. Like, on my 16th birthday, my fucking dickhead stepdad, he knew my birthday was coming up, and so he was mad at me for some fucking reason, and he had gotten my mom to be mad at me too, and so basically he, like, got us all, like, our whole family tickets to a Sox game that was on my birthday. Like, I have never had any interest in baseball. Like, what are we doing? And I'm sorry, like, I don't mean to sound like a brat, but, like, I feel like, you know, your family should, like, they do something special for my siblings on their birthdays. You know, they ask my siblings what they want to do.
But then they do something they like in the disguise of celebrating you. And then you have to appreciate it, because then they say, oh, we got this for you. Why are you so ungrateful?
Because you would have gotten something that, like, my siblings liked for them. But it's like, I've never been a sports person. I've never showed any interest in baseball.
And they would see that if they paid attention.
But they just don't give a fuck. He, like, just didn't care. And, like, it was just fucking it was ridiculous.
Yes, I'm also gonna be so honest. I was a shitty little child. I told little white lies. I was really fucking annoying. But, like, I feel like all 11-year-old kids do that. And, like, I was overly punished for doing stupid things. And, like, my mom used to accuse me and tell me I was so much of a fucking liar. She said that if someone asked you what color your underwear was, you would lie about it too. Like, that's like a retort she would have. I remember that clearly. Both.
Like,
I just remembered something.
What?
Whenever we would, me, him, and my mom would have a serious talk at the dinner table, maybe with my older brother, maybe with my younger siblings present or, like, lingering in the room, but they would sit me down for, like, serious conversations, and then, like, if I shed a tear, or if I was just like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that, you really enlightened me, like, if I was ever so moved, or, like, ever saddened, or, like, felt upset or something like that, or have a visible reaction, after the conversation, they would like, say, oh, Shannon just had her first mental breakdown. What do you mean? Say too. It's like,
yeah. No, I'm sorry that you went through that, though. You deserve better.
You deserve better. We've deserved better since the day that we came into our parents' lap.
Yeah.
But generational trauma is hard. At least on my end. I don't know if it was generational for you.
I don't know. I think my mom is just, like, she's got hella issues, bro. Yeah. She's a grown woman, and she could be in my life if she wanted to be in my life. But she chose her husband over me in almost every area of, like, my existence. And I'm not gonna, like, put energy into somewhere where it's not, you know, being reciprocated, because that is how I drive myself crazy.
I've also been threatened that they're gonna take my door down.
I've almost gotten my door taken too.
Yeah, no.
They put cameras in my room, though, which I feel like is kind of an equivalent.
See, that's fucking crazy. That's just wild.
In the back room is crazier.
Time, she would threaten me and say she would take my door down and have my stepdad get rid of it. Rather than actually taking the door down, she would tell me to keep the door open all the time, aside from when I'm getting changed or getting dressed. It's like, okay. I'm locking myself too much in my room, ground me from my room, and condemn me to the couch.
Oh! You saved my hive. That's the best compliment ever. I got us
Uncrustables.
because I have the diet of
A
a third
5-year-old.
grader. Actually, yeah. Did they you had to did they do that thing where you couldn't call your friends in your room or something? If you were gonna call your friends, because during COVID, I didn't have a phone, so I would have to do Google Meets with my friends, and they wouldn't let me do it in my room, so I would have to do it in the living room even if my stepdad was also in the living room. And it was so
That's
fucking weird.
strange.
He would listen to my conversations.
Your parents would talk shit about you loud as fuck. But yeah, my mom would do the same thing too, where she would be outside of my room if she was doing laundry or something, because my room was in the basement. She would do this thing where she would talk really loud or pointedly talk to my brother, and honestly, I would eavesdrop, because if I hear my name dropped in a conversation,
Exactly.
I'm obviously gonna fucking listen.
Obviously.
You basically called me. You basically called me. You called my fucking name. I'm gonna appear. Okay, it's I don't know. You manifested
She
me into the
basically summoned
conversation. She summoned me. She literally summoned me. Poof. Yeah, it hurt. My mom was talking to my brother about me how I'm not interacting with the family, and I've been locking myself in my room, which dude, if you fucking treat me like shit, of course I'm gonna lock myself in my fucking room. If you're
There's gonna be cows outside.
Randall, there is a cow outside.
This is a cow farm. You're gonna find cows outside.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, you treat me like shit. Obviously, I'm gonna stay in my room.
If every interaction that I have with you is negative, and you end up yelling at me and talking at me rather than talking to me, of course I'm not gonna interact with you. Of course I'm gonna go talk to the fucking white walls of my room. Why would I speak to you if every conversation is poor?
Exactly.
So she was talking to my brother about me not talking to them or whatever, and just locking myself in my room. Guess what my brother says? In this exact way, in this exact context, because I remember this clear as day, because my ear was pressed upon that door.
You got the glass and everything. I've done that shit
I have the
before.
stethoscope. The
Have you
fucking
ever gone up to the vents to listen to
Yes,
the conversation?
bro.
I've done that shit too.
I didn't have vents, but I would
I'm
literally
so
go through.
nosy.
I would go through the little cracks in my fucking door. With the light. Yeah. But I heard my brother in this exact way say, I can't remember how old I was, but it was years ago, maybe 3 or 4, maybe more. I need to shut up. Anyway, he goes, no, I don't know. She's not normal.
He's not normal.
How I used to go into my older brother's room and snoop around in there, and yes, I've been caught. I've
Oh
been
my god,
caught.
the things I found in my parents' room.
No, 'cause
oh,
You need to do an episode of that too.
yeah.
Honestly, it was an invasion of his privacy. I completely understand why he hated my guts for it. I completely understand why he snitched on me for it. But let me clear this up. I would go in his room, snoop in his things, and return everything where it was. I did not take anything. I did not steal
there were
anything
no
from
devious
him.
licks.
There were no devious licks. Because what use do I have for I don't know, skin condoms? Yeah, I'll name drop that one. I don't have a penis, and no one was putting their penis within me. So what's the use for that? What's the use for stale spicy Cheetos? That I hate spicy. After the first time I got called out on it, I never did it again.
Never.
Never.
Ever.
I put that on God. I did it.
God.
I kept doing it for a few months, got caught, never did it again. Let's
Not
clear that
once.
up right now.
It's been clear.
Mm-hmm. Uncrushable. Meow. Why is there mainly peanut butter in the shot? I'm gonna squeeze it.
Girl, you know why. Girl, you know why. I've been feeling.
What's the craziest thing that your mom said to you? Ever.
Oh my fucking god! So basically, so my mom, when I was in high school, decided to snatch me out of therapy because she was under the impression that I had apparently manipulated my therapist into being on my side about a situation with my mom. I literally just told my therapist at the time what she was doing, what my stepdad was doing, and then my therapist talked to my mom, and then my mom was like, "You're done." So I wasn't in therapy for a while when I was in high school. And then, when I told her I wanted to go back to therapy, because obviously I'm living in that fucking house, I need to be talking to someone so that I don't lose my mind. I feel like that's, not that crazy of a request. So I told her I wanted to go back to therapy. And then I did some research and I found some therapists, and so all of them were women, because why would I talk to a man on purpose? Hello, why would I do that? I would never ever want a male therapist the same way I would never want a male gynecologist, if that makes sense.
Cheers.